who has the answers.
Well,
Uh, do you want to know the answer?
oh, yeah, okay, Nagai, give us the answer.
I don't have the answer, but do we want to know the answer?
Ed, Ed's got the answer.
No, I got the answer. I got the answer for you.
I know, but your answer is gonna be very. Go for it, Ed.
No, it's just too many people just believe everything, man. It's just they're too gullible. You know, I mean, at this point, I'm just
COVID is
blaming.
real, bro.
I blame ordinary people. I blame ordinary people for just being gullible.
Yeah.
That's what I blame.
I think
I
we
don't.
are.
I'm not even blaming the people in power. It's the ordinary people that just you tell them one thing one week, you tell them the opposite the next week, and they just like little robots just go along with
Face
it.
the other direction. Okay, I can see that.
That's the system. That's if you don't oppose it, then you
You ain't got to fight the power. You just say, hey, you know what? I'm just not doing this. You ain't got to bust any windows. Ain't got to do nothing like that. Just, I'm not doing this.
it's already a stance that not many people take. Being opposite, being the black sheep of the herd or something like that.
Hmm.
Somebody has to make the step in the opposite direction.
I remember I was in a
Guys,
supermarket.
are we gonna ignore the fact that we might get nuked?
That's
Nuked?
You don't think that'll
that's
you
not
don't
gonna
think
happen.
that'll happen?
It's not gonna happen.
No.
No.
It's more a psychological game than anything else now at this point. War in
I
the
I
world.
I I somehow do agree with that, but at the same time, I'm thinking like if this dude gets pushed to the corner, man.
Stop. Just stop. I can't even do
Oh,
this.
there's
I
no
can't
corner.
do this. I
The
can't
planet
do
is
this.
round.
I can't do this. You with this mainstream media talking points. I can't do this, man.
Hey, don't say it's mainstream. I haven't even watched the news, man. But it's okay. I understand your point of view. But what I'm saying is like, dude, you don't think if the US goes and help,
I'm look,
what's
look,
gonna
look,
happen?
look.
He's
U.S.
just gonna let it
U.S.
go?
U.S.
And
Not the
China's
good
gonna
guys.
evolve. And
U.S. Not the good guys. Just stop it with that. U.S. is not the good guys. We're not sitting here like
can you
take your
say
flag down.
I didn't say they're the good guys.
Take your
haven't said
flag down
anything.
for a minute. They're not the good guys. The fact that we're even at this point proves they're not the good guys.
No, he didn't say that he
Explain.
is.
Wait. It's fine. It's fine. Explain that, Ed.
Dude, they already had, dude, they never even talked to anybody. They never even went and had a conversation, and that's why we're here. I mean, how do you how do you justify that level of incompetence? It's not incompetence. Had they had weeks, months probably. They knew this was coming. They did nothing. So after it's going off, after the war turns hot, you're sitting here. Oh, we care so much. If you care, Biden would have been over there in Ukraine talking to somebody, but he didn't do it.
Is that what Trump would have done?
I think I don't. Yeah, just talk to people. You ain't got to be a tough guy. You ain't got to be a genius. You ain't got to be just
Okay,
any one of
wait.
us could have done that.
Why Ukraine and what is there to talk about? I'm not understanding that part.
Because this conflict's been ongoing for years. Like I said,
Yes.
you got the actual Ukrainians, you got Russians in there, and the Russians who were there in Ukraine, they wanted to kind of branch off and have their own republic. So you had that kind of civil war going on, and and that's kind of like how it kind of that's kind of how it happened. Like, and then you had the Azov battalion, and they're like fighting each other, and then I guess Putin just came in there and just said, I mean, you just asked me to explain this like on the fly, but I mean, it was kind of like a civil war between the Ukrainians and the Russians that were there. You had a guy that was actually elected. The West came in and removed him, and that's how you got the puppet Zelensky in there. It's just, I mean, I can't explain it on the fly, but it's been ongoing for quite some time, man.
Yeah.
It ain't no Putin woke up
But
one
okay,
day
so
and
so
Putin just
so
woke up
what
one day
would
and decided he's invading for no reason. That's not how things
what
work.
back it up? What was it? I'm sorry, I rudely like interrupted. I spoke over you and I didn't hear you.
Just an ongoing battle against Ukrainian Russians and ethnic Ukrainians, and that's what it's been, and it's just been boiling up and up and up and intensifying, and Putin finally came over there and helped them out.
Okay.
And
So
you had a lot of corruption. Zelensky's a puppet. He's being controlled by the West. You got them putting weapons and on the borders, missiles and troops and making all kind of moves, trying to join NATO. You had Minsk, I believe it's pronounced Minsk Accords, where they weren't supposed to join NATO. This already been agreed on, like back in the 90s. Aren't getting armed up, not supposed to do that. NATO expansion, you're not supposed to do that. He's warning them for years, stop doing this. No one does anything.
Ukraine about to join Europe or wanting to join Europe, and
Yeah, he told him.
but why you always? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here we are again, Edward.
No, go ahead. What you gotta say? All right.
Very one-sided though. Like you
how
act,
am I once-
you
like, there's
act like
history.
Putin is a defenseless baby or something. Like,
I
oh,
didn't say he was.
they picking on me. Like,
No, he's not defenseless. You see what he's doing, right?
this dude is making moves as well. Stop.
Yeah,
playing.
after he dude, he warned them. I don't know how many times. Stop making aggressive moves. Stop doing it, please. Stop doing it, and they wouldn't stop. So he finally had to clap back. Like, that's literally what happened.
Edward, he was making aggressive moves as well. Moves as well.
Honestly,
okay.
Angel, from someone who been paying attention more about this whole situation more than you have. I don't know what Putin did. Like, I'm not on his side. I'm not Russian. Tell me what this dude did. He didn't do anything. Honestly, I can't think of anything. Oh, you want to go back to Crimea? Like, come on, that was his.
Because that yeah.
Yeah. That was
Okay.
his.
There's no sense. There's no sense. I'm going back on this. Okay.
No, it really was his. Like, it legit was his. Like, those were all Russians. Like, those people. I think they actually had a
It
vote.
doesn't
They
matter.
wanted
They
to.
was Russians. New York City is mostly Dominicans. Should we start taking that over?
They didn't take anything, man. No shot was fired.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. No.
Here's my thing. Seriously, right?
Yeah, dude.
You got Maine, right? You got Maine, right by Canada. If Maine say, hey, we want to be a part of Canada, and Canada says, hey, we're cool with that, and then America doesn't come in, doesn't defend, don't do anything.
No.
Fair.
Wait.
It's fair. Okay, like, what do you want me to tell you?
No. It's not fair. No.
Fair.
You're wrong. Okay. Again, you're wrong because these are not. These are not Ukrainians that are like, oh, you might as well take it. No. These are Russians that are living in a different land.
No.
They don't get to make a choice. You would be okay if I was president of the United States being Dominican? It's not possible.
Yes,
it's
I
just...
would be okay. Like, are you like America? And
No.
for us? Like, what are you talking about?
No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean you per se. I'm just saying it's not something that makes sense or is allowed. Okay. When I say it makes sense, it's because it's not structured in that way.
But honestly, if you're talking about a piece of territory, and those people say, "Hey, we want to be Canadian," or "Hey, we want to be American," or this, and you
It
say,
was
okay,
a great
guys,
military move on the Russians' behalf. Great military move, but nothing more, nothing less. It was a military move. It shouldn't be like praised, like you praising it. Like, oh yeah, but nah, stop playing.
But let me ask you, how are the Russians treated in Ukraine?
Okay. I understand, but that's everywhere. It's not just Russians versus Ukraine.
How were they treated in Ukraine under a Ukrainian government? Now, if you don't know that, that's okay. But those people are being. But those people are being.
So for what I hear, wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but once again, like I told you before you even started saying, that's everywhere. Dominicans get discriminated by Puerto Ricans. Don't tell me.
Because I've been in different. Like, I'm in America, I don't see people being discriminated against here where you can't.
Negayan. You seen that?
the
You see that happen down there?
whatever minority is being discriminated against.
Exactly
I
my
don't
point.
I
Whatever
don't
weird
And
is or not
oppression.
normal
Oh,
or not
oh,
uh, not according to standard or not according to the
yes,
group ideal is
yes.
being
you
Thank
bullied
you.
out or
people
put
say that.
aside.
I'm like, I don't know, man.
It's everywhere, different races. Ed, the problem is, and I
Normal.
keep telling you this, you're a smart dude, but you in a bubble, man.
Okay, I'm here
And
in America.
it's
Yeah, we're just like this is like I don't know,
no, no,
utopia.
it's not that you're in America, because I'm in America as well.
Oh, you
Uh,
get all kind of discrimination. Oh, yes, my bad.
I get discriminated all the time. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
Nagayan.
He's
I
got
don't
all
get
Okay,
it.
kinds of
I
things.
Nagayan,
live down the street
Nagayan,
He's
from
not
this
you
white.
guy.
were
I don't
here.
get it.
He's he has a color, but he's not black. But well, which where do you place him? Yeah. Okay.
Nagayan, I've
You
asked this man. I've asked him. I said, hey, where's the discrimination? I said, give me examples. Every last one of them fell apart. Every last one.
Oh,
Every
what?
last one.
I'm giving you
what?
facts. Were you there?
Yeah, we were having a
Okay,
conversation. Every last one fell apart.
Ed, you're wrong. And it's not your fault that you're wrong. I mean, I'm not even gonna be mad at you for this. It's just
I remember one time we entered
okay. That
was there we entered a liquor store at I think it was 11 o'clock. Brittany entered first. Brittany is a girlfriend. She's white, Caucasian, or if well, how do you want to call it? She enters the store, and the store guy actually waves and says to her, "Hey, good evening." We enter, or actually Lito enters first, and then I enter. The guy doesn't say nothing to us. He sits down. He acts like we're not there. We're like, okay, what the? We look at each other. We're
Oh
like,
Edward,
my goodness.
just
Oh my
just
goodness.
what?
stop and listen. Edward,
Okay,
stop and
okay.
listen.
All right. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I know. First of all, I know and I understand where you're coming from. I'm not dismissing you at all.
I'm letting the man talk. I'm letting the man talk. Go ahead, Nagayan.
But you saying no. You
We in the
have already
store.
decided that
We
what
in the
he's saying is
store,
not valid.
and we're looking for a mixer to mix drinks with, and we're like, okay, we're looking. The guy is still sitting down, so we think, okay, he's not gonna help. So we're looking. We know the orange one has to be somewhere here because the lemon one is here, the pineapple is here. So we're looking, and then we're like, okay, we can't find it, so let's ask the store manager or the store guy. We walk up to him and we ask, do you have any orange mixer? And he's like, nah, we don't have that. Like very short, very like I don't know how to explain it,
Not
but
what you're
it was
saying.
like just
Like
I'm
doesn't
not
really
willing
want
to
to
help.
talk to you. I got
And
you.
when we look at our left, and right there was the orange mixer, and we like, what the fuck? Why didn't he want to help? Now we walk up to the counter, we pay our stuff, we leave. That's it. But the moment when we walked in is the moment when that dude changed. Like, okay, these are black or Latino or I don't know other colors. What his prejudice was on us, about us, or what he
Now
felt, I don't know.
you
I
do
cannot sit
realize
in for him,
you
Wait,
but
realize
wait. Ed,
he
Ed,
had a
Ed.
certain
Before you
reaction
say
towards me.
anything,
That's it.
what.
listen. This is his experience
That's
in
his experience.
America.
Okay.
And he was here for how long were you here, Nayan?
A week or two or something, 2 weeks.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
listen to what I'm telling you.
Okay. Now
Okay, Ed,
he don't
listen.
want me to
The
say it.
problem is okay.
I gotta
Wait.
make
Hold
my
on,
response to
Ed. You
it.
limit yourself to a routine,
Okay.
and that's okay.
All right.
But Edward has a routine,
That's
and he
his
goes to the
truth.
same
That's his truth.
places. He does the same thing. He shops in the same places. Your experience is bound to be different than mine because I've been to different
Man.
states. I'm all around. I love doing different things, so I go to different places all the time. All the time, I go to Asian markets.
Yeah,
I
you're
go
everywhere,
to
man. You're everywhere.
flea markets just to check things out, man. I'm all over the place, and you know what? Like I had a conversation with you at work earlier. You remember that conversation, right?
Yeah.
So I respect your opinion, and I respect the path you
No,
are
man, you
currently
don't
living.
just
No,
respect
no, but
somebody's opinion. You can be right and you can be wrong. And what I was gonna say
yeah,
is,
absolutely.
what I was gonna say is, the reason why he spoke to Brittany, it could not. It's not just because she's white. You also got to realize it's a woman. It's a woman.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
man is gonna
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to talk to a woman more than he wants
Hmm.
to talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Agreed. Agreed.
Sorry. Like
Okay, but listen,
he's gonna help the
what?
woman out before he helps you out. You know, that's kind
Absolutely.
of in all of us. Like he's gonna do it. Like you can't just say,
Yeah,
"Well, it's racist." Like
yeah. You're right. You're right. But before I said something to counter that real quick, I'll tell you this. It's not necessarily right or wrong. We can meet halfway there. Okay. I don't have to be wrong. You don't have to be right.
I don't
That's
like
not
that.
how life works.
That
Actually,
that's how it works over here, man.
no. That's how it works in your house.
No, that's how it works everywhere. You don't
This
get
this
to you
reminds
don't.
me of a movie I saw. I saw a movie. I don't. What's the name? Monsters or something with monster. But basically, the movie was the plot was depicting the fact that you can both be right and both be wrong at the same time.
And I agree with that. We both are, and this is why I bring in our life path. Okay. Um, and it's like I told him even at work, I told him it's not even your fault. It's not your fault that you don't know certain things. Okay, you lack experience in certain areas. Yeah, I believe you are.
I
What
don't know certain things. Like what in the world are you talking about?
you lack street smarts.
Street
I
Like
smart.
told you that
check
at
the
work.
movie.
And I
Check the
asked
movie.
you to
What's
define
the call?
what are street smarts, and I'm like, what is that? And you're like, blah, blah, blah.
Street and the problem is that what street smarts, there's no simple description
Then it's
or
not
any way to like.
real. Then it's not real. If you can't define it,
Nah,
then it's not
come
real. I'm
on, dude.
sorry. Like I'm
It's a
sorry.
No
cultural thing.
I'm
simple,
sorry. It's not
no
real, bro.
simple definition
If
for
you
it
cannot
because it's so
define it,
wide.
it's not real. And this is actually a part of like when I
I
told
can
you,
try to define it if you want. I can.
then give me a definition. Because right now, if he
No,
can't give a
oh,
definition, I
Negayan,
toss it out. It's not
I
real.
didn't say that, but I didn't say that. I didn't say I cannot give it a definition. I said the definition of it is way too wide to put it in this because if I tell you this little bit, you're gonna find something around the loop, and we don't have three
No,
hours
here's
for me
why I
to
say
explain
that.
to
I
you.
say you have to define it. That's not me. That's Socrates. That's going back 3,000 years
No, no,
ago.
no,
That is
Ed.
how debates and
I
how
think you
arguments
are
are actually
misunderstanding.
structured. When you're having a conversation with someone, you always ask them to define their terms. If they cannot define what they're talking about, they're talking gibberish. It's nonsense. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You always ask people to define their terms. People get
I
real
understand.
slick with you and
Ed,
start saying all type of crazy mess, and the conversation never goes anywhere because no one's clearly defining what it is they're talking about. And that's why you can't counter someone if they never define what it is they're talking about. They also
but
can't be
the,
countered.
but this is not me versus you. This is not me
Here's the thing,
countering
like I'm not the
what you are
reason
saying.
why I get upset is not that it's me versus you. It's that you it's like you have this way of not thinking accurately or
Okay.
speaking
No,
in
but
like
you
this
cannot say that.
vague
And that's
sort of
No,
way, and you say things are like there's no right or wrong and it's all opinions and you know what, I think 2 plus 2 equals 5, you think 2 plus 2 equals
that is
4,
true.
maybe we can meet in the middle. I'm like, no man, no,
I
we
I
can't.
I
We can't do that.
I just think this is not your fault. I just think you the bubble you've been living in has
That's also counterproductive what you're doing right now
Yeah.
because you're defining his like his world vision as in being somewhat short of being capable of seeing out of the box of checking out of the
but
box.
because the problem is that Edward believes what he believes, and
Yeah,
the simple fact that he's doing this as soon as you start talking means that he already had set his mind
Yes, I
towards
did.
you
As
being
soon as
wrong.
you told me that she was a woman, the first thing I thought was, wait, maybe it's not just that this guy's a racist
Ed,
scumbag.
Ed,
Maybe he
but
prefers talking to women.
Maybe.
Because I would give someone that. I would say, hey,
so
maybe he feels more comfortable talking to a woman than talking to a man.
but why
I
your
wouldn't hop
maybe
towards.
is valid and mine is not?
Yeah.
Honestly, in that situation, I will always give someone the benefit of doubt of, hey, maybe he's giving the woman more attention than he's giving me, a man.
Mm.
Like I
No,
would give them that.
and I
I would
see that.
I would
I
give
can
that
see that.
man that
And
before I
he
say, oh,
asked
you're
a question.
racist.
He asked a question. Why is your maybe valid and his not?
What?
Why is your maybe valid and his not?
Oh, how come he gets to have? How come I just gave my opinion? And I mean, like I said, in that one situation, I would never just hop in. I don't just call people racist
I gave
willy
you
nilly.
I no no
But
no 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 no.
it's just a simple
I
question. Why is
But
his
sure, I'm talking about
maybe?
one situation, and I think that both of you are trying to like make this a general thing, like in
No, but that,
general,
oh
but
we're
I'm
not.
talking about
okay
I'm
okay.
restricting it to the one
Look, I
situation.
would like to know the reason why he sat down the moment when we walked in. That's I would like to know. I
And
didn't ask him the question. I didn't confront him on it, but
yeah,
I would like to know.
but
And based on different
Ed,
perspectives,
Ed,
different
yeah,
mind coming together, different like you say, yeah, it was a woman. I can open up myself and
yeah.
think, oh, maybe it was indeed the fact that it was a woman. Oh, you brought
absolutely.
something to my perspective that I wasn't
Hmm.
having in my scope. That may be a valid point.
Yeah,
Maybe a valid
yeah,
point.
maybe. But whenever
But
we have these conversations and it's about race or racism, the last thing, the matter of fact, I never call anybody racist. Like it's not even a part of my vocabulary. I think I told him I don't even believe it's real. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's a real thing. I don't go around calling people that. And the main reason is it gets overused. It gets used so much.
that is true.
It's
That
used
that
as
is
an
true.
attack, and it's like I don't even
But
participate in that.
but that doesn't. I just don't know why you are so intense because like if it's not your point, is just not valid, and that's incredible to me.
No,
Like
it's
that's
because you
very
keep.
odd. No
I
no no.
get
But
offended.
listen,
It's not
hear
because of
me
the
out.
point. It's not because of the point. It's because this everything is an opinion and there's no real truth and
No no
we
no no
can
no.
all be
Wait.
correct. That's irritating.
Hold
That
up
is
hold up.
really irritating.
What does opinion stops and fact comes in? Where do you draw the line, man? Because if I'm telling you I experienced this, okay, and I gave you 100 stories already, and none of them are good enough for you.
And
But
every story
you're
I
not even
said, boom,
listening.
boom, boom.
You
I'm
you
like, it could have been this, it could have been that, but you want to go to
the
racism.
no, the problem is, Ed, that you already set your mind and already being able to argue a point better than I have.
No,
So therefore, you
no,
just don't have time for me. But okay, so tell me why your point is valid and mine is not. Why, as soon as I open my mouth, without you knowing what I'm gonna say, you're already doing this. Why is that?
because I've been on planet Earth for 40 years. That is why.
Okay,
And what happens is you know kind of where the conversation's gonna go. Nothing's really new. Like that's why when I shook my head
you're
at the
wrong.
guy and I'm like, okay, it's a woman. Okay, like we already know where this is going. I'm like, and I don't mean to be rude or disrespectful, but I mean you kind of already know, and of course the conversation does go there. And I'm like, hey, maybe it could have been this. Why are we focusing on race? Why are you trying to call people
Oh,
racist?
oh,
I don't know.
uh,
And I've never
I,
dealt with it. Like I'm gonna be real with you. I've been here my whole life. I never dealt with it. I went to the liquor store. Me and the guy, we had a half an hour conversation about different whiskeys and brandies. I mean, and
okay,
this is some old white guy. I'm not having any issue with him. And to be
bro.
honest with you, I'm thinking he should be scared of me because I'm seeing a picture of a black guy just hanging on the wall who just robbed the place last week. I'm like, man, like I would be worried. You know, some guy just walks in there and you know my face covered up, got the COVID mask on. You know, he would have been
And
justified in being afraid of me, but he wasn't. We just sitting back talking, chilling, talking about whiskey, and
but
he's recommending different whiskeys to me.
but this
And I
this
know
is
different
why
people. Yeah, I get it.
No, listen,
But
listen.
isn't that his
But
job though? Just
le-
Yeah.
but but listen to what I'm saying real
Yeah.
quick, okay? Just please try to understand me, okay?
Yeah.
Because I am very limited for these explanations
Yeah. We have
or
our own
these
truth.
arguments,
I
okay?
get you.
But listen, dude, you should not just dismiss me as soon as I start talking, okay?
You know,
You
sometimes
should
I
try.
get too worked up. I'm sorry. So you are right.
No,
I
no,
get too
it's
hyped.
okay. You don't have to apologize. I love you regardless of what, okay? But what I'm telling you, I tell me why would I lie to you?
You're not. I'm not accusing you of lying. I'm just saying you're
Okay.
just
Wait, 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 wait,
you're not
wait, wait, wait.
processing the information
Oh,
properly. That's all.
there I go. Okay.
Okay, you're
Why
not
would you
lying.
think I would lie? You think I would ever lie to you?
No, you're not
No. Okay.
lying. You're
No, no.
not.
Wait, wait, wait. It's no. Wait, wait, wait.
Okay.
Why
correct.
would you think my perception is wrong?
Because
Don't just answer the things I'm asking you,
I'm
and
trying
we'll
to
move
answer
from
them,
there.
man.
Okay.
The guy trying to answer.
No, 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 no. Because it's been a few times
Okay.
I had asked you a few things, and you just like keep going,
Okay.
and I
Right.
don't
Right.
want that to happen. So
Okay.
we
Right.
can
Right.
go
Right.
point to point. Okay.
Okay.
And so why you think my perception? Not that it wouldn't be wrong. I, I had space for correction for different point of
Yeah.
views. I'm learning. I'm here to learn. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I can be wrong,
Yeah.
but the fact is that I experienced what I experienced, and I know how it felt. Okay, to me, it felt like what I'm telling you is true. Okay,
Okay.
it wasn't just my perspective. My like from my point of view, he saw it too. So that's two. And maybe the trauma of going through certain things brought us that way. Okay, maybe this or that. I mean, and this is why I don't believe. It's not that I don't believe in facts, because facts are everything, right?
Yeah.
You cannot argue facts. But what I'm saying is, like, just because you have certain facts doesn't mean that you are either here or there. There's a lot of things that are in between. Does that make sense? You know what I'm where I'm going with that?
No. I mean, it's all right
So give me the benefit of the doubt. I cannot articulate arguments as well as you can. But eventually I will get there. I promise. But the thing is, I do terrible with just like tell me, and me using 20 like 5 words to explain how I feel, or what's going through my mind. That's not how I function or I operate. That's not how my brain processes information. Okay, it's easier for me to give you a story and tell you, and you know what the story means to me. That way, you got a story and you draw your own conclusions. I'm
Well,
not gonna trick you. I'm
another
not gonna
thing
deceive
is,
you.
yeah, just
Go for it.
growing up, I always hear people always claiming that, and it just so whenever I hear it, like I'm automatically just ready, to counter, the
And
racism
I'm
and
aware
stuff.
of that.
Yeah,
But
so
that's
no.
why I keep telling you that. And you wasn't accepting that I was telling you that. But now that you calm down a little bit, you're saying it yourself. But I've been
No,
telling
I'm
you
right.
that for
I'm
like
right
20
to
minutes.
counter it. I'm right. You know, I'm ready.
Mhm.
Right to counter it, but that doesn't mean that you have to dismiss the other perceptions that are on the table. And that's
Exactly
Okay.
what I mean.
Okay.
Yes. But Ed, listen, like I said, regardless of what, man, I'm not gonna get angry at you and like stop talking to you. That's not who I am. Okay. That's no worries. You don't have to thank you for apologizing, but you don't have to tell me, yo, my bad or anything. I know what you are doing. I know, like, at least I feel I'm good at analyzing people and figuring people out.
So if I
So I
tell
know that's,
you that I've been here my whole life, right, and I just
mhm,
never dealt with any of these situations, it just never happened. Like so,
okay.
that's why I'm kind of like,
Okay.
how are
So
all these other
let me
people experiencing this?
let
Like,
me
so
tell
I'm
you a
like,
story. So you know my little sister, right?
yeah,
She was supposed to move in with me, right? So I go pick her up to the airport, and on the way to the airport, we were running late.
yeah,
So Brittany is speeding. You know the story? Okay. So she's speeding. The cop stops us. She's driving. Remember, she's speeding.
yeah, just be okay.
Okay. The cop comes on the passenger side. I don't know if that's a usual thing or normal thing. I don't know if it's that tactic. I don't know if this is what they have been trained to do. I cannot act like I do know this. Okay. But the guy asked me, "Do you know how fast you were going?" I wasn't driving.
Okay.
I wasn't driving.
You're right. You're
And
right.
I'm pretty sure he knows which side drives. It's the side with the thing that turns, right?
Yeah. I mean,
So I look at him and he says, before I get a word out, license and registrations or ID or whatever he asked me for. And I said, but I'm not driving. And he said, I said license and da 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 da. And I said, but talk to her because she's the one driving. He said, well, I'm talking to you, buddy.
yeah. Hey, Brittany, can you just hand me the license and registration? Boom, there you
No, no, no. It's not that simple.
go. Okay.
Because why me? I'm not even driving. What is? Tell me,
What felony
tell
did
me.
he commit?
And which way he should have approached me? No, no, no reason to approach me at all.
This could, I don't want to sound like I'm dismissing, but there's an advantage that women have. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay,
This is real.
that's fine.
Like
This is not.
like at work
I agree
with
with you.
Greg, right? At work with
Hmm.
with Greg, right? You notice how he treats
Hmm.
the females, right? Or you
But
told
you
me
draw to
other.
that conclusion because of your experiences,
Okay, all
and
right,
that's the thing I'm trying to show you. Okay,
okay.
and when I tell you you live in a bubble, it's not to be offensive. It's just
That's
I
pretty offensive.
experimented.
That's pretty offensive, but okay.
No, I'm sorry. But I didn't I tell you you like super smart. I tell you all the time. I think you're smarter
I
than
don't know
me.
why you say
But
that,
you
but okay.
you you cannot be you cannot be everything. You cannot be everything. This is why it's not just me doing this because I know I'm
All
not
right,
capable of just
I got an experience too, and this happened
okay.
twice
Well,
actually. Right? It's
okay.
about 10 o'clock at night, right? And I'm running. I got my hoodie on. I'm running down the street because I wanted to get my workout in. I'm like, man, I've been sitting around. I gotta go run. And it's happened two times. One time when I was running down the street. Another time I was running around the park. Cop shines the light on me. Hey, what you doing out here? I'm like, oh man, I'm just getting my run on. Oh, cool. Now, and he drives away. So what am I gonna do? Now, how am I gonna interpret? Oh, well, he must have did that because I'm black and he's just messing with me. Is that what happened?
You don't think he profiled you?
No, I don't. I think I'm a
Okay.
man with a hoodie on, running around the streets at
That's a profile.
10 o'clock at night.
That's a that's a profile right there. That's
No,
judgment, regardless of how you want.
you, dude, you're a man running around in the street with a hoodie
That's
on.
profile.
It's,
Okay,
I
if
didn't
you guys
I didn't
interpret
say
this as a,
racial. I didn't say racial profiling, but it's profiling, nothing
I
less.
don't use
Okay.
those words. I don't know. I guess so because it looks
But that
it.
doesn't have,
They
that
work.
doesn't have
They work on
anything
profile.
with racism. Profiling is just basically giving out a description of somebody, of something, or
But
some.
I mean, obviously, it looks kind of strange. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm not sitting here mad about it or anything. I'm just like, okay.
But okay. Listen. The point behind this whole thing is not for me to show that white people are racist. I love white people. I love all people, but it just so happens that certain one of them are. And as a matter of fact, even black people are racist. So you know, even Hispanics are racist. Even it's I don't care about your color. There's some of us, and I say us as humans, that are just wired differently. Okay, I don't like you because you look different. That's what it is. I mean, bro. And when I say you look different, it's because we come in different size, colors, and this and that. Okay,
I'm sorry. I
and
don't even think that's a real thing. That can't really exist. Sorry, I can't.
Why not? Can I ask why?
The only way it can exist is if you, like, if you were if you were from Dominican Republic and you never interacted with any other people, you never left your village, then you can say, okay, those people over there, they might be this or that, or white people might be. If you never interact with them, then you can believe that. But once you come out and you start interacting with other people, like, you can't keep just hating. Like, I can't sit here and tell you something about white people or this and that when I've met all these different people and interacted with different people. Some I get along with, some I don't. It just,
Spanish people, Spanish speaking people through this podcast, you are an outsider because you don't speak the language.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So you are a bit different to us who speak the Spanish language. And I wouldn't say we are distanciating or discriminating against you, but that's just a fact that you are not able to place yourself or understand where we're coming from, or the unity we form, or the group we form by being able to speak Spanish. And
But listen, Nagayan, and this is why I keep saying this. You are exactly right, but it's not his fault, and this is why I'm telling him he needs to come out with me, and I want to show him something because he just doesn't know. He just doesn't know. You
I
cannot expect him.
show you the world, not in spirit, splendid.
No, but listen, seriously, Ed, listen. You got money, Ed. Let's go. Let's go, man. Seriously. Is gonna you're gonna become richer if you do that.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Andrew. I don't know what you're talking
You will become richer.
about. No, I'm
I'm
sure.
not talking about like richer in a material sense. Um, but I do think this would work out a little bit, and you will understand a little bit because I keep saying the bubble thing, this and that, but it's because I told you. Okay, Nagayan, I know we getting off track
Yeah, we
over and
way
over
off
again,
track.
but
I like this topic and I like the discussion. So, but yes, we passed
but
the 30-minute mark.
I
So we are about 40 minutes now in.
no,
So
but you know why I'm doing this? Because I
why?
know for sure that he has something to say. Okay,
No, I didn't have nothing to say.
and
I don't even
what
know how this
Ed?
started. Oh, it started
No,
with Ukraine. That's how it started. It started with you, with Putin and Ukraine. Yeah.
no, because every time I say something, I know he has something to say, and this is his opportunity that I'm giving to him. Uh, how can I explain this? My goodness. Okay. So he has something to say. Every time I tell him, like, oh, we're gonna be talking about this, he wants to talk about something else. And I feel like we shouldn't exclude his ideas because he does have good ideas. I just don't want this to be a news channel. This is not what I want. I keep saying that over and over again. But um I Edward, I think I know you better than you would like to admit that I know you. Um I could be wrong, of course. But I told you at work earlier that I think there's something you learn how to hide and how to hide well from it. And I don't know what it is because I don't know you from when you was a kid and I'm not a professional psychiatrist. But your behavior and the way you carry yourself. He told me I have never read a book and like kind of threw that at me, which is okay because he's right. He's not wrong.
The man was
I never
attacking me.
finished.
He was attacking me, the guy, and I didn't just tell him that out of the blue.
I would
Okay,
never.
he's
I
attacking
would
me.
never attack anybody. I'll say what I have to say, and that's pretty much it. But
Yeah, that he
listen,
did bubble. Yeah, that's already
Yeah, he
enough.
kept talking about that bubble, so I'm like, I threw a shot.
We're like,
Ed, yeah. He got back at me for real, for real. But listen, I think there's something that you learn how to hide away from, and you found studies or knowledge, okay, and that brought you comfort. That's how you act, for what I see at least. Okay, The
That's
other
not
thing
okay,
is
bro.
that well, I might be wrong.
Okay,
I
all right,
said I
all right.
might be
Just
wrong,
give me
right?
your opinion.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's just an opinion once again, right? But I think n- like your information is one-sided, and we got to be careful with knowledge because like I said, sometimes knowledge corrupt us, and sometimes knowledge makes us arrogant, okay, and sensitive in a different way. So all of these, I think all of these things happen, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a professor, I'm not a, like I said, I'm just saying, from you've been in this world for this amount of time. Well,
Yes.
in 31 years, I lived in like about six different states, met people from six different states, or culture, because every state in the it's called United States,
Yeah.
but every state got their own thing going on. It's the most crazy shit I ever seen. I mean, it's United States, but nobody agrees on anything. Okay, just saying. Okay, um, and I experienced this. Also, I experienced both things in my country. I experienced being rich and not knowing where my next meal is gonna come from as well. You have never had to go through these things, have you?
Yes, yes, I have,
Me
Andrew, but
neither.
I just don't talk about it that much. You know what I mean? But
Americans don't have it in the way I'm speaking of, bro.
maybe not that severe,
I'm
but
I'm I'm talking about going uphill, walking, no water, no money for water, no money for nothing, to go to school, come back belly empty, come home, do a whole bunch of sorts of different things, bro, without eating cookie crumbs, man.
yeah, it toughens you up. You know,
It
I
does.
used to do some
Well,
intermittent fasting. You know, I was doing that a couple years ago. You know,
and you're minimizing
Awesome.
everything I'm saying. And this is
okay,
not fasting, and this was not by choice, man. My stomach was growling,
okay, all
and you
right.
know what? You know what? I'm a very to myself person. Like, I don't go into people's houses and stuff like that. I don't ask people for help often. I don't ask for stuff. But sometimes, bro, I was so hungry that even like against my emotions, because it was embarrassing, I would hope that Nagayan's mom would offer me a plate of food. I would hope like I would be standing there hoping that they would offer me something to eat. Not just his mom, but other friends as well. That is embarrassing. And at the same time, not only is embarrassing, I felt guilty because at home I have my mom and five brothers at home that I don't know what they're gonna eat. You understand?
Yeah,
You didn't go through this, man.
no, I didn't
You
go through it.
didn't, and that is it's not making your experience any less important. It's not what I mean. I'm just saying your experience is not the only experience that's out there. You understand? What you have experienced, regardless of what, the US takes care of their people. And in my country, where I come from, the government takes care of the government. You understand that? There's
Okay.
no like, oh, I need food stamps. Hey, I need coupons. I need this or
You
I
know
need
what?
that. Nah, nah.
Honestly, that's part of the problem here.
Yeah,
I think that's
what
part
is
of the
it?
problem.
What is it?
You need food stamps and all this. Like, it's you can help people. It's good, but sometimes you can help people a little too much, and they can take advantage. I'm not saying it as you, but you know,
Agreed.
it does cause a problem.
Yeah.
I agree. I do agree with that. But thank God I haven't, not by choice, because I did try to apply for food stamps once, and they said no to me. Um, I was
They saw
making
your fat ass and
$50
they
to,
you are good.
what's that?
They saw your fat ass and they thought you were good. You don't need it.
This dude don't need nothing. He's good. No, but bro, no, man. Like I'm being for real. For $50, because I made over $50 of what they needed. They said no to me like twice or whatever for $50, bro. Those $50 that you said I'm making my check, I'm paying bills with for yeah,
Insurance
it
and
makes no sense. So for
cost.
some you give way too much and they not even working, but for those who are working and struggling, you decide not to
But
help
here's
because they
where it
making
gets
fifty
evil.
dollars
Here's where it gets evil.
too much.
Now, if Brittany would have left you, she could have got them food stamps. Just got to get rid of that man first, and you could get those food stamps.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's a
Pure
shame,
evil.
right?
Pure evil.
Yeah, that is messed up. I don't know how it works over there, Nagayan, but yeah, it does work like that.
Here there
But
is, yeah, it's another.
but regardless of what, at least they extend your hand. Over there in my country, they'll slap your hand, like you know what I mean?
No, they say,
Mhm.
hey, Brittany, get rid of that guy. We got you. Don't worry, just get rid of him.
Yeah, yeah. It is a circle in life, you know. But okay, Ed,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think.
that this conversation was necessary. We didn't
Yeah,
get all our points across, but I want you
I
to
don't even know what
understand
we
me.
was talking about, man. This ain't even a topic.
We were talking. Okay, we were
can
no,
we
but this is. Mhm.
can we yeah, I think that's a conclusion, a wrap
Okay, thank you,
for
Nick.